And right now, I believe you're very ready to the next segment of our live show tonight. And let's prove to our live viewers at home that you were awarded as the best speaker for Miss Earth in the recently concluded in your hashtag Earth Talk Show and Miss Earth fan page, official fan page. So right now
Oh,
we're down to answering the previous Miss Earth questions. So we
oh,
prepared, I
what?
believe, 5 questions for you. Okay. So let's
Okay.
begin. Okay, the first question. At the end of each rainbow, so the saying goes, is a pot of gold. As a woman of the earth, instead of a pot of gold, what else would you rather find at the end of the rainbow? This was a question way back, Miss Earth Diana Prince, Miss Earth 2003.
Okay. Thank you so much. Such an interesting one. At the end of the rainbow, they say it's a pot of gold. So how I would rather have that. So if I were to finish that statement in my own, I would say at the end of the rainbow, there is uh, there is unity. All right. So what I mean by unity, ladies and gentlemen out there listening, I mean unity of a purpose. I want to give a very perfect example of what we're facing at the modern day, the COVID-19 pandemic. What it requires us at the end of all this to come together and let us realize the unity that we had as we are trying to figure out the ways to fight this invisible enemy. If we can always together, even in environmental issues, we can make a step in the changing of how Mother Earth is. We can help in regreening our environment. We can help in protecting our Mother Earth. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Tinakunda Moyo of Miss Earth Zimbabwe 2020. If I would answer that question, Tinakunda, at the end of the rainbow, I'm expecting a pot of diamonds.
You and diamonds. Okay. All right. All right.
Yes, I love diamonds.
Oh,
Tinakunda, I hope that I could see a real, as what I have mentioned, a real fresh diamond. Okay,
you and
so
that.
thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you
Okay,
too.
let's go. Let's proceed to the second Miss Earth question.
Okay.
And this question was asked from Miss Earth 2004 Priscilla Mireles. On a quiet night, you could hear the sounds of nature talking to you. What do you think is its message, and what would you like to tell it back?
Okay. On a quiet night, you could hear the sounds of nature talking to me. What do I think is the message that would I like to tell it back? Yes, definitely. It's very true that when it's during the night, this silence, you hear the waves of the trees, you hear the sounds of the wind, you see the stars and the skies, you know, you can breathe the breezes from the oceans. It's signaling the beauty of nature, it's signaling the beauty of our souls. So, what I would definitely tell it back is to I would tell nature to stay that way. I would tell nature to be resilient. I would tell nature to say, yes, us as human beings, we are a threat to you. We are a threat to nature. And I would also like to thank nature for standing by us because the lives that we have, let's talk about the air that we breathe. If it was not for the air that we breathe that is there, we will not be there. If it is not for the waters, we will not be here. So I would tell it back a message of gratitude, thanking nature for always being there for us. And even though sometimes we do horrible things to our nature and it still stands by us. So I will say to nature, we are thankful and stay resilient, and we are working towards fighting back for you. Us as eco angels, we are working towards fighting various advocacies. We will get there.
Very well said, Tinakunda. And
Yeah.
our third question from the Miss Earth winners. I believe it is now ready. What can you say about this question from Miss Earth 2007, Jessica Trisco? How would you describe the beauty of Mother Earth to a blind child? How would you describe the beauty of Mother Earth to a blind child?
All right. I would definitely say to a blind child, uh, not say per se, I would definitely tell a blind child to experience nature. For example, nature is not what we see, it is also what we feel. That the air that we breathe is because of nature, the water that we drink is because of nature. Like everything is not about sight. So I would tell a blind child to appreciate everything that is surrounding us, because that which surround us, the animals, the atmosphere, and everything is nature. So I would definitely tell my blind child not to focus on what they can see, because they can't definitely, but to focus on what they can feel on their bodies, focus on what they can hear. That is the beauty of nature. And even with closed eyes, you can actually experience the beauty of nature, because still in their blindness, they are still beautiful. And that is also one point that is beautiful about nature. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for answering that. I believe that's the most, or that's the hardest question on how you would tell to a blind child how beautiful our Mother Nature is. And for our fourth question, Tino Kunda, what will be your answer if you would be given the chance to ask the slogan of Miss Earth for the last 15 years is beauty for a cost? If you were asked to propose a new slogan for the next 15 years of Miss Earth, what would it be? This is a question from Angelia Ong of Miss Earth 2050. So the slogan of Miss Earth for the last 15 years is beauty for a cost. If you were asked to propose a new slogan for the next 15 years of Miss Earth, what would it be?
Thank you very much. That's an important question. And, my answer would definitely be instead of us saying beauties for a cause, I would replace that with beauties with an impact. Because what you're looking for is a positive impact to the environment. So definitely with beauties with an impact. It's not just about the cause. It's about being passionate about that cause, thereby creating an impact in the society. So definitely I would say beauties with an impact, because impact is what we are looking for. Impact is why we are here today. Impact is why I'm partaking in this pageant, because I do not only want what I'm saying to just end in words. I want what I say to have an impact in someone so that it can influence positive change in them. If I were to propose, I would also say beauties with leadership. I can't stress enough of the words. That's because a queen is also a leader, and a leader with an impact. So I would say beauties with leadership of an impact, somewhere along those lines. So thank you so much.
Very unique slogan,
Yeah,
Kinokunda, beauty with leadership with impact. And we're
yeah.
looking forward that Miss Earth organization will be considering that slogan in the near future. And for our last question, Tinakunda, okay? So, what will be your answer if you were asked? There are many people, including some notable international leaders, who still do not believe in climate change. How would you convince them about the seriousness of this problem? This is a question from Miss Earth 2019 Nellis Pimentel. There are many people, including some notable international leaders, okay, who still do not believe in climate change. How would you convince them about the seriousness of this problem?
Thank you so much. That's a very important question. And definitely, there are some people who are still do not believe in climate change. And what I would say definitely would be what I said before. When you ask me about my first step in ensuring that I implement my advocacy, awareness. Awareness is key, Gabrielle. It is very much important to spread the awareness. But how do we reach these people? That's where technology comes in now. Let us find innovative ways. That is the reason why I'm encouraging and I want to see leadership in queens. We want to see queens who have leadership skills and who are innovative enough to realize that we need more innovative ways to reach them. For example, we make use of technologies. If they are glued to the news, let us make sure that all those news ads we have put up adverts of environment and climate change, convincing them. And also, what I've noticed is that we shouldn't wait for people until they grow up to be leaders. Let us catch them young, which is one of the teams in Zimbabwe's Environmental Management Agency. Have these debates where we're trying to catch our young ones while they are young, educate them so that they grow up with that, so that when they finally become leaders, they have leaders who are visionary, leaders who are environmentally aware, and they can make some decisions that are beneficial to our environment. So definitely, I would say let's catch them young or use their children while they're young, penetrate in schools, and make sure we invent or come up with more innovative technological ways to make sure that we reach them, make sure that they hear the word, they are aware, and they can make they can make different decisions when it comes to climate change. They can actually see the dangers of climate change.
Thank you so much, Tinakunda. And I agree with Miss Earth that you deserve the Best Speaker Award in the recently concluded Miss Earth Live show on their official fan page and official social media accounts. You're very well spoken. You have a lot of things to share to our Earthlings, to our fans and viewers at home. And thank you for being a good sport, Tinakunda.